No video yet. Good morning. I'm just waiting for a few of you to come on. Hope you're all well. Hi Kim. Hi Patricia. Hi Stacy. Hi Joe. Hi Fiona. Hope you all. Close that down. Hope everybody's well and enjoying this beautiful sunny weather we're having today. Hi Kim. I think I've already said hi to Kim. Hi Sally. Hi everybody that's joined. Thank you for joining me today. Again, it's a beautiful sunny day, so I do appreciate you holding space for me this afternoon. Today, I'm going to be using my native spirit cards to give psychic oracle card readings. Sometimes spirit pop in. If they do, I will let you know. But other than that, it's psychic readings today. Having a nice chilled. They're my cards that I'm using. Thunderstorms later. Oh, I hope not. I don't like thunderstorms. Hi from Turkey. Wow. What's the weather like in Turkey? I hope it's nice and warm. Hi from Australia. You're hitting your autumn, aren't you now? So it'll be turning a little bit chilly in Australia, I would think. That being said, even chilly in Australia is warm. Hi, Linda. All right, so let's see. It's been a busy morning already. Let me know what you've been up to this weekend. Hope you're all having fun. Oh, is it Mother's Day in Australia, Tans? Well, happy Mother's Day to all their mums out there. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you're all having a good time and being spoiled. Right, Joe, let's come to you since you was first on. Joe White. Just highlight your name so I know where I'm going. Yes, it's raining here in Australia and getting cold. Oh, bless you. Nice and crispy after being performing all day yesterday. Oh, wow. Nice, Joe. Right, Joe, let's see what we've got for you. Guidance for Joe, please. Oh, Carol, I'm sorry to hear that. Sending lots of love and healing to you, my darling. So sorry. Love to you and the family, my darling. Right, Joe. Oh, that one wanted to jump out. My cards have been all over the place. Offerings. All right, my darling. You've got the rainbow. You've got the sunny sunset or sunrise there, whichever way you want to look at it. And you've got the circle of the Stonehenge. Now, the Stonehenge stones in this card represent ancestral and ancestry history. So I do feel that there's a lot of support around you, or you're needing a lot of support from family at the minute and from ancestors, both in spirit and here on the earth plane. Now, the card says offerings. So I do know that you've been asking for things and you've been waiting, trying to manifest things to improve. I want to say to improve your life in general. I feel like you've hit quite a few bumpy roads and you need things smoothing out a little bit. And you've been asking Spirit for help with this. Now, the sun is rising above the stones there. So I do know there are brighter days to come, my darling. The storm clouds are clearing. So whatever problems you've been facing, whatever hurdles you've had to jump across, they are now getting better and healing. Okay, my sweetheart, you've got the rainbow there. So I do know that you've been asking for healing, and I do know that you've been asking for healing in all areas of your life, not just in your physical self. Yes, been feeling invisible. Yeah. Well, this is offering you guidance and support both from the spirit world and here on the earth plane. So there are brighter days to come, my darling, and the rainbow is just a reassurance for you. A rainbow for me represents a promise that everything's going to be okay and everything's going to improve. You still got some stormy clouds to get past, but again, the sun is rising, so there are better days to come. I do feel this has played on your emotions because I'm seeing the blue and I'm seeing the dark blue, and that for me is all about emotional turmoil. So I do know this has been playing on your emotions, but this is lower down in the card. So I do feel again that as the storm clouds clears, your emotions are getting stable, and you just need that reassurance that everything is going to be okay. Hi, Kelly. So just persevere with it, my darling. Try not to let the emotions get the better of you. There are offerings coming. So there are opportunities coming, which will help guide you as to which direction you need to go in terms of decision making and who you can and cannot trust. I want to say there's a little bit of a gap there in the stones, I noticed. So I do know there's somebody missing that you're grieving. Somebody that would know exactly what to do, what to say, and help you out of the quagmire, if you like, that you're in. And quagmire isn't a word that I would normally use, but I feel that this is somebody in spirit that you've been missing. I do feel it's a lady, and I do feel this lady would have been very wise and very good with advice. Let me know if you can take this, please, my darling. As I'm talking about this lady, I'm getting an itchy eye. So I do know this lady would have had problems with her eyesight. Nothing major, but I just feel she had maybe an irritable eye or a sort of like a dry eye syndrome. But she would always itch it when she was speaking. I do feel this is a maternal link, so I do feel this is mum or grandma on mum's side. But I do feel a motherly feeling with this lady from spirit. She's coming down to help you. She's there watching everything. She's there with a big hug, and I'm being brought to tea. So I know this lady would have been a tea drinker, and a cup of tea would solve everything, especially when you were sitting down at the kitchen table having a heart to heart. She was very good at putting things in perspective and making you see things from different angles. And this is what she's saying you need to do. You need to see things from a different angle. Okay, my darling? Could be Nana, yeah. I did say it's either mum or it's grandma on mum's side. So yeah, if Nana is on mum's side, this is the feeling I get. I get that she's very maternal. But she would have been wise again with her advice, and she would know how to sort everything out. And she's saying that you need to see things from another perspective. So she's showing me a horse with blinkers on, the shy horse with the blinkers on, and she wants you to take the blinkers off. So there's something you're not seeing with regarding to all this storm clouds. Within all these storm clouds, there's something that you're not seeing that would give you a better perspective. And they're offering you help within this. So look out for the signs, my darling, okay? Look out for the signs. Look out for this lady. Ask this lady to help you whenever you get stuck, and she will guide you and show you the way. Okay, my darling? So I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me, and I'll leave your Nan's love with you, my darling. Thank you. Okay, let's see who's next. Hi, everybody that's just come in. Hi, Gemma, Tony, Tans, Nicola. Hi again, Kelly. Thank you for having me on, my darling. Hi, Marie. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everybody. Let's see who's next. These are only short readings. For those that haven't seen me before, I'm Stace Shaw, and I'm a psychic oracle card reader and spiritualist medium. Sally, let's come to you, my darling, please, if that's okay. I'm missing something. Oh, bless your heart, Joe. They're around. She's around you, my darling, and she's trying to help you. But you have to give them permission to help you, okay? Just let me take a drink. Oh. Hope you're keeping hydrated in this lovely hot weather. Okay, Sally, let's see what the cards are for you. So as I clicked on your name, I did feel dehydrated with yourself. So I don't know if you're taking in enough fluids, but I do feel very dehydrated with you. So I want to say drink a little bit more. I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but if this is an ongoing thing, you may want to get it checked out. Yes, I do see you on YouTube, Namira. I see all the comments. So we are streaming to Facebook and to YouTube. So if you want the chance of a reading, please comment. If you don't comment, I can't see you. And if I can't see you, I can't be drawn to you. Okay. Oh, okay. Sally, you've got the Freedom Horse, my darling. This is a beautiful card. This is all about breaking free from the reins that's holding you back. You've got clear skies there. So I do feel that mentally and emotionally you're in a stable place. There's a few clouds there, but they're not storm clouds. You've got pink and purples surrounding them. So I do feel that you've been working on yourself with a lot of healing at the moment. You're drinking too much coffee. Water, Sally, water or juice, something that rehydrates you. I do feel you need that, but like I say, I do feel with yourself, you've done a lot of self-work within yourself. You've done a lot of healing. And I want to say this healing is surrounding the heart chakra, because I'm seeing the greens, the slight greens in the desert floor there. Now, it's not a prominent green, so I do feel that your heart's been kind of messed with and broken a little bit. But again, you're working on this with the healing, and whatever was holding you back from that, it's now time to be free, my darling. Be free spirited. You can move on with confidence and with trust and with love in your heart and do whatever you want to do. Okay, nothing is holding you back anymore. And I do get a sense that you feel this sense of newly found freedom. It's almost like you've taken your power back. Let me know if that makes sense, please, Sally. It's really important that I have your voice and your responses so I know whether or not I'm on the right track. Even if you can't take it and you don't understand it, it's important that you let me know so I can not make it fit, but so I can either get the message to the right person or maybe correct myself and go up and ask. Of course you can drink juice as long as it's hydrating. I drink cordial, dilute juice. I drink orange juice sometimes, but again, it depends on the reasons why you're dehydrated. I can't have a lot of sweet drinks because I'm diabetic, so I have to be really careful with what I put in my body. But yeah, you can drink juice if you don't like water, as long as it's rehydrating and it clenches your thirst and puts the water back into your body, it's fine. 2 years ago. Oh, bless your heart, Sally. I'm so sorry to hear that. But yes, I do feel there's lots of healing that's been going on around that. And of course, that would break your heart. But I do feel, again, this is about taking back your power and coming into your own and coming back into a sense of seeing things on the positive. And I do feel that even though you've not really been negative as such, you've found it hard to find the good in things. You find it hard to find the laughter in life and the joys in life because you've been so heartbroken with this loss. So again, I want to say you've done lots of healing, and now's the time where you're starting to feel free again. And you can, it's almost like I'm taking a deep breath in, letting all the negativity out and coming back into my own. I do feel like a different person with yourself. I don't feel I'm the same person as I was. I feel like I've learned and developed and growth. And as I say that, I'm seeing some sort of study going on. I'm seeing books. So I don't know if you have studied or if you're considering studying, or even if you're studying at the moment. But I do get a sense of research. I get a sense of books, and I get a sense of gaining knowledge with yourself. So if you're thinking about taking a course or doing something new, go for it, my darling. Again, it will give you a newfound freedom. Yeah, slow recovery to healing. I can understand that, my sweetheart. I can understand that. But again, take on the power, take on any new opportunities. Now's the time for you to shine, my darling, okay? You've got all that space there. The rocky roads are in the distance. You've got a flat surface there, and you can just run with the wind. So whatever it is you're planning, whatever it is you're thinking of doing, go ahead and do it, and do what sets you free, my darling, okay? I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. It's going to be a great day. It is, Tim. It is, Tim. Okay, let's see who's next. These are only mini readings, people, so I'm going to try and get through as many people as I can. I do go to who I'm drawn to. Very often there is a message within a message, so if I don't come to you, you can maybe take something from somebody else's messages. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay. Let's see. Let's come to my namesake. Let's come to you, Stacey. See what the card has to say for you. I feel like you need guidance at the moment. I feel like there's a decision that you're struggling to make and you're not sure which way to go. Let me know if that makes sense, please. Exactly, Michelle. Very often you can take something from other people's messages, and the right messages go to the right people. I do believe that. Let me know you're still here, Stacey, please. Let me know if that makes sense about there's decisions that you're kind of struggling. It does make sense. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. All right, let's see if the cards can help you with these decision makings. Okay. I do feel there's lots of advice being given to you. I feel like you've got people in your ear at the moment with conflicting views and conflicting opinions. I'm being drawn to the yellow on the front of the cards as I'm shuffling them. So I want to say it's all about using your own wisdom and your own knowledge and going with your own gut feeling. I do feel you have good instincts, Stacey. So you need to go with your gut feeling and you need to do what's right for you, my darling. Okay? Other people's opinions and views, I'm not invalidating them, not at all. But I do feel that sometimes you have to take a back seat from them and clear the crowd, clear the noise, and just reflect on what it is that you need and you want. So go write down what your needs are, write down what your wants are, and then prioritize. Is the need more important than the want, or is the want more important than the need? Because very often they're not the same thing. And I think this is what you're struggling with. Do you want it or do you need it? Now, very often, if you ask the universe for help, they will give you what you need always, not necessarily what you want. So let's see what the cards say. Yeah. You've got the moon energy there, my darling. So whatever this is, you have the energy to complete or to fulfill what it is that you need. You've got the blues there. So I do feel, again, this is to do with your thoughts and feelings and emotions. And I do feel they've been quite mixed. They're not quite stable. You've got the snow on the ground there. You've got the winter scenery, and that for me is spirit. So I do know you've been asking spirit for help. Now, it doesn't give a clear idea into what direction that you necessarily need to go in, but it says Spirit Keeper of the North. So whatever it is, if you look at the compass, north for me, straight ahead. So I want to say move forward with confidence, but with caution. Does that make sense? So whatever this idea is, whatever it is you're struggling to make a decision, you need to move forward and not look backwards, I have to say to you. You can learn lessons from the past, but do not let the past define you. Does that make sense, please? Again, there's purple in this healing. There's a dark haze of purple. So I do know that there's some healing going on. Now, as I'm looking into this card, there's a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of blue patch there on the ground. And it almost looks like electric blue. So I want to say definitely move ahead with whatever it is you're planning. Now, as I look at this blue bit, I see a person in this card. And I want to say this is a gentleman and he's wearing a flat cap. Would you understand this gentleman in spirit, please? And I want to say this is a grandfather figure. He's standing with his hand on his hip and he's pointing. He's pointing in the direction. You've seen this gentleman in your dreams. He's pointing in the direction that you need to go in. So if you ask him for help and ask him to come in visitation and show you the way, he will definitely show you the way because he's trying to show you the way. It's almost like he's flying as well. He's almost like doing a Superman pose. So I want to say that whatever this is, it's going to be powerful. It's going to empower you. And it's going to give you a new sense of purpose in life. So it'll bring you back to yourself because I feel like you're a little bit lost at the moment with things. But yeah, definitely keep moving forward. Go ahead with any ideas or plans that you have, regardless of what other people say, whether they think it's a good idea or not. Do what is best for you and use that moon energy to create your reality. I want to say manifestation is very important to you. So you can manifest this, you can do this, and you can move forward. Okay, my darling? So I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me, and I'll leave this lovely gentleman with you. All right, my darling? Let's see who's next. Let's come to Namira since she's in one on YouTube. Oh, wow. Right. Namira, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Let's come to, remember we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So YouTubers, if you don't comment, I can't see your names and I can't be drawn to you. So if anyone on YouTube would like the chance of a reading, please make sure you comment because I do try and make it as equal as possible between the two platforms. Hi Eva, you're very welcome, Stacey. I hope that made sense. Okay, Namira, let me take a drink. Also, guys, it's really important. Hi, Ian. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Nicola. Thank you, my darling Nicola. I do try and keep it positive. I see you, my darling. Okay, Namira. Let's see. Now, as I connect with your energy, I'm feeling quite warm. I know it's a warm day anyway, but I'm feeling the heat all over my body. So I feel like I've got aches and pains, and I feel like I've got blood pressure issues. Would you understand this, having problems with your blood pressure, Namira, or is this somebody in spirit? It is good, Michelle. I've got to be honest, it is really nice. It's cold as well. Get yourself some vitamin C, Michelle. I'll come to you after, Marianne, and we'll see if we can answer that question for you. Would you understand, Namira, problems with blood pressure or feeling quite hot at times? It really is important that I have your responses so I know whether or not I'm on the right track. Should I come to you? Yes, you do. You feel it. Okay. As long as you can understand it, my darling. I'm feeling quite heavy-eyed with yourself. You're picking up his energy. Well, I'm not going to read for somebody that isn't here. I just know that there's some issue with blood pressure and I'm feeling quite warm. And I want to say maybe keep an eye on it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but I'm just saying that it needs healing and it needs keeping an eye on. Okay. I'm also feeling heavy-eyed, so I do feel tiredness with yourself in the mirror. So I feel like you've not been sleeping properly at the minute, and I feel like I've got a lot of stress going on. Like I've got 1,001 things to do, and it's all getting a little bit overwhelming. Would you understand that, my darling? Welcome back, Tani. Okay, my darling, thank you for that confirmation. I need to give you some amethyst, which is known as the sleeping stone. It's also a healing stone. So whatever it is that you've got going on in the day, place a soft amethyst tumble stone under your pillow, or if it's a rough cut amethyst, put it by your bedside and just breathe. Just sit in the silence, and I want to listen to the sound of my own heartbeat. I want to close my eyes, lay down, have the amethyst near me or under my pillow. Take a few deep breaths, breathe the day away, and then follow the rhythm of your heartbeat with your breath. You'd be surprised how it works, and it will take all that drama and all that negativity, and it will bring in the peace, and it will help you sleep. But you'd be surprised how quickly you drop off. All right, so give that a go, my darling, because I do feel that you need more rest and more sleep. I know you have problems resting in the day because of everything you have to do and you've got going on, but it's really important that you have that downtime at night, even if it's just having a bath with some candles and some amethyst around the bath. Put some rose quartz in and around the bath. Be careful with rose quartz with water though, because it does fade out. You've got amethyst. Okay, my darling, we'll make sure it's charged up and make sure that you make good use of it, because I do feel you need it. I also want to give you, oh, what's that smell? I'm getting a fragrance of flowers, a fragrance of summer flowers for yourselves. I'm smelling like daffodils and daisies and roses and chrysanthemums. I'm smelling all the different pollen of the different flowers. So I do know that there's a lady in spirit that would have been really into her bouquets of flowers, not necessarily the field flowers, but she loved her bouquets and she loved the scent and the odors of the flowers would give in a room. So I want to say you need sort of a room cleansing. Cleanse your room with sage and then bring in some nature, bring in some of them sweet smelling flowers. I want to give you sweet peas as well. It's your mum, is it, my darling? Okay. So mum's around with you. She's just, and you can smell these flowers when mum's around. You get like a really subtle odor. of these flowers. So I do know mum's around you, and mum's saying that you need to slow down and you need to take time out for yourself. She's wanting you to have that relaxing bath. She's wanting you to have that silence at night, just even if it's just for 10-15 minutes, just to sit in the silence with your eyes closed. And it doesn't have to be at night time, it can be any time during the day, but if you do it at night time, you're more likely to get a better night's sleep, and you're more likely to forget all the stresses of the day. Like I say, it's about breathing the day away. Okay, my darling? Let's get to a card for you. I do feel this lady would have been very colourful. She liked bright colours. I'm seeing oranges with her. I'm seeing reds with her. So I do feel there's a cultural difference here. I don't want to put her in the UK. I want to put her in the UK, but I don't feel she was born in the UK. Does that make sense? I do feel very sort of, I'm seeing carnival colours. So I want to go, I don't know if it's India or West Indies because she's confusing me. She's showing me the West Indies carnival vibe, but I'm getting an Indian feeling with her. Does that make sense? It's almost like two cultures have come together. She's Indian. Okay, my darling. That was just her way of bringing it in. But I'm seeing the traditional cultural dress. I'm seeing the colours. I'm seeing she was a very positive lady, even when things were difficult. And I feel she didn't have a lot, but what she did have, she made good use of. And she was very proud of her family and very proud of what little she did have, because she had to work hard for it. I do feel Dad's with her as well. I don't know if you can take Dad in spirit. You live in the Netherlands. Okay, this will be where I'm getting the cross cultures from. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. But yeah, I do feel Dad is with her, and I do feel that even though Dad saw himself as head of the family, Mum was the boss. And everybody knew Mum was the boss, but she was very subtle at it, and she was very good at it. What Mum said went, if that makes sense. And even though Dad liked to kind of showboat that he was the head of the family and he was the boss, he knew that it was Mum that made all the decisions and had most of the control. Her family lives in the UK. Okay, my darling. I didn't get a strong sense of the UK. I just got a strong sense of the Indian vibe going on. Yes, sir was the boss, but very sweet. Bless. Yeah, I don't get it. Wasn't like a manipulative, controlling, out of fear kind of boss. It was more of she had a way of gently cajoling people into doing what she thought was best. And she's saying there's a situation around you at the minute where you need to play tactics, where you need to, rather than going at a china shop and demand this and kind of be not threatening as such, but put your foot down. You need to kind of find a way to gently cajole the situation, to manipulate the situation to where you want it to go, because I see a button of heads with you at the moment. Thank you. Yeah, she did it in such a sweet way, and then it wasn't until after she'd done it that you'd realise what she'd actually done. You didn't see it at the time, but then, now I see why you did it that way. That's crafty. It was that kind of thing. And she's saying that's what you've got to do. You've got to get crafty. Okay, you've got to get clever. Gently cajole or gently put it across to the other person that it's their idea rather than making it your idea, because then they're more likely to do it and go where you want them to, if that makes sense. All right, my darling. So let's see what the cards say. She's a very wise woman, this lady. Very wise woman indeed. I also feel there's some healing with her. So I do feel that she was a very spiritual person, even though she didn't shout it from the rooftop. She had a a sense of healing, and she used herbs quite a lot. I mean, I know herbs and spices are a big thing in India anyway. It's part of the culture. But this lady really knew how to mix and match her herbs for all kinds of different purposes, for medicinal purposes, for cooking, for healing. There wasn't a herb that she didn't know about. Even her funeral she did arrange before she left. Oh, bless her. Yeah, she was very clever. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, and just as I say that, look at that. So she was definitely a spiritual healer in that sense. And there's the stick there, there's the sunrise there. She's saying you have the same traits, you just need to tap into it. So I don't know if you've been thinking about working with spirit or if you work with spirit already, but I want to put you down the healing route. She's saying you are more than capable of doing what she did, especially when it comes to the herbs and the spices and making up remedies, if you like, natural remedies. She's saying you need to get into it, my darling. Okay. Hi, Charlene. Welcome to the channel. So yeah. So whatever the situation is, her main message, my darling, is one, get into your spiritual healing, get into herbology and sort that out. And the situation that you've got going on around you at the moment, it's all about gentle persuasion rather than stubborn, threatening, demanding. Okay. Crack on, my darling. Make sure you do your research with the herbs, though. Make sure you look into it properly, because I know there's some herbs that are poisonous. There's some herbs that can do damage to pregnancy. Make sure you do it all the right way and learn the craft. She's saying, learn the craft. All right, my darling. So I'll leave her love with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me, beautiful lady. You're very welcome. Okay, Marianne, I said I was going to next. So you're still with us, Marianne? Feel unhappy around acquaintances. They're not friends, but they still boss me around. Okay. Was it that Marianne I wanted? Let me go back. I'm just scrolling back to see. Yeah, it is right, Marianne. Okay, my darling. Nice cameo voiceover, by the way. Cameo voiceover? I don't know what you mean by that, Tim, but I will take that as a compliment. Hi, Marianne. How you doing, my darling? Let's see if we can sort this situation out for you, my sweet. Oh, we'll shuffle them again. Feeling happy around acquaintances. They're not friends, but they still boss me around. Right, okay. Firstly, I want to say, and this isn't coming from a psychic chorus. Oh, the cat. Yes. Yeah, I've got 4 cats, 3 kittens, a dog and a tortoise. So it's a bit noisy this morning. You feel like, oh, bless you. Let's see what we can do, Marianne. First thing I want to say to you is, and this is without spiritual or psychic, why are you letting other people boss you around, my darling? People will only behave towards you and act the way you allow them to. Doggy chimes in. Yeah, that's typical Tim. He's barking at the cat sat on the window. You gonna come and say hello, Chip? No, he's playing with the biscuit. Right. Okay. Let me tune into your energy, my darling. Let me just grab a drink. I'm being distracted. Sorry. Okay. Let's tune into Marion. Right. The first thing I'm getting, Marion, the spirit are with you, spirit are around you. I'm not sure who I've got yet. The reason I know they're around me is because my nose is itching. And when my nose itches, that tells me that there are people interfering in your business that you do not want interfering in, or that have no right to interfere in, which is basically what you've just said on your query there. So what I want to say is, my darling, is sort out your tribe. If you're unhappy around people and people are interfering, just say enough's enough. Stand up and speak your truth. I feel like I've got a sore throat, and that normally indicates to me the throat chakra, which is important for humiliation, I was going to say, communication. But I do feel a sense of humiliation. I feel like you feel like some of these people are taking the mickey out of you a little bit because you're so big-hearted and you've got such energy to give and you're prepared to help anybody. They're kind of taking advantage of that a little bit. So what I want to say to you is, you have spirit around you. Ask them for the help. Ask them for the help you find the right words to say. Do you know what, people? Enough's enough. I will do what I want to do. I will do what's right for me. Whether you like it or not is none of your damn business. So move on. Okay? It is okay to set your boundaries. And this is what I want to say. You just get upset every time. Well, stop doing it, my darling. Stop doing it. Get your power back. Have the confidence to say no. Have the confidence to say, I am not putting up with that behavior. If you don't want to support me, that's fine. Move on. Don't be telling me what I can. If they're not even friends as well, Marianne, do you know what? If I say, keep out of my business. It's nothing to do with you. I will do what is right for me, and you don't have a say in the matter. They don't get to decide how you feel. They don't get to decide your future for you. Stop being a people pleaser, my darling. The only person on this earth that you have to please is yourself. As long as you're not breaking any laws and you're not hurting anybody, it's nobody else's business but yours. Okay? Do what's right for you, regardless of what other people are saying. And those that want to be there for you as a friend and want to help you and support you, they will stay and they will support you. Whether they think you're crazy or not, they will support you in any decision you make. Of course, they might tell you they don't agree with it, or they might think that you're wrong, but they're going to support you anyway, because that's what friends do. Those that don't, and those that are negative all the time, and those that are bossing you around and trying to manipulate you into doing things that you don't want to do, they're not friends, darling. They're not people that you should have around. Exactly what I've just said, Tim. Exactly what I've just said. Have the confidence to stand up for yourself, my darling. Let me shuffle the cards. I do feel there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress around this, and clearly I can hear that in the way that you're talking and the way that you're typing. But those that are meant to stay will stay. Those that are meant to go will go. And yes, it can be hurtful, because sometimes the people that go are the people that you least expect to turn. But friends for a reason, friends for a season. Those that stick around are the ones that you need around, okay? Let's see. Let's see what the cards say. You need to sort out your tribe, my darling. You need to tell them all to mind their own business, and you just live your life for you. You cannot live your life for other people. That just makes you miserable. There you go, Vision Quest. See the light. See that sunrise? There are better days coming, my darling, okay? You've got the rocks in front of you there that you may have to climb over to get into them brighter days, but there's only you that can change the situation, all right? So this is about you seeing people for who they are, seeing the tribe that you've got around you, seeing the positive over the negative, and seeing the ways that you can improve things. But this is all about you making decisions and making choices for your own future and for your own happiness. Now you can ask Spirit for help, you can ask Spirit for the guidance. There's storm clouds there. So again, this is about mental turmoil, because this is all dark blue for me, and greys. So I want to say you've got to compromise with yourself a little bit. But you've got the orange there, and orange for me is citrine. Citrine is for energy. So I feel like the spirit world are giving you the energy to be able to sort this out, and help you get through the storm clouds. But again, it's all about you, my darling. You have to make the choices. You have to make the decisions. You have to make the changes, okay? Nobody else can do it for you. All right, so I will leave that with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me, and I hope that helps. It's a wanting. Oh, we all want that, my sweetheart. We all want to be loved, and we all want to be liked. But those that are bossing you around, those that are feeding you negativity, it's not healthy. If you change your mindset and change the fact that there's nothing more, I want to say, likable or sexy or loving than somebody that has a little bit of self-confidence and a little bit of, I don't want to say backbone, because that's too strong a word, because I believe that you have the backbone. You've got the confidence there. You've just got to bring it out of yourself. You've just got to show people that you're capable of standing up for yourself, and you've got the confidence to move forward and do what you want, regardless of what other people are saying. All right, my sweetheart, I do feel you're underestimated, and it's time that you showed your true colours and showed that you shine. Oh, excuse me 1 second. What have I done here? Anyway, I don't know what I've done there, but yeah. All right, my sweetheart, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Sorry about that. For some reason, I'm recording and I don't know how to get it off. There we go. Sorry about that. Again, got distracted. That's what you need to do, Marianne. You need to find your strength and reset your boundaries with people, and the right people will find you. They will be attracted by you. All right. Hi, Davey. Hi, Katie. Hi, Janet. Let's see who's next. Hi, Isabel. Okay, Tani. Let's come to you. Be a grizzly bear. I like that, Tim. Thank you, Elaine. I wish I could take all the credit, but it's my spirit team and spirit that helped me. I couldn't do this without them. Hi, Tani. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Just tune into your energy. Okay. I feel things have slowed down a little bit for you, Tani. I feel like I had maybe 2 or 3 years of everything being on the go, and it was one thing after another. I feel like there's been lots of changes around you, and I'm being drawn to the sky and the summer breeze and the chilled out vibe that's going on today. And I feel this is with you. I feel like things have finally settled down and come to sort of a nice steady pace. Would you understand that, please? Very slow and changes big time. Thank you for that confirmation. I do feel now is your time to relax. Now is your time to enjoy the small things in life where previously you haven't had the time to. It's almost like you've been walking around with the matrix blurred in the background, and you've just been sort of having to focus on one thing at a time and having to prioritize life's just life. But I do feel now that it's your time to sit back and relax. Things are settled down, and it's time to see the joy and the beauty in life again. Does that make sense? Yeah. Thank you for that confirmation. So what I want to say to you is enjoy it. I feel like you almost feel guilty for taking this time for yourself and for feeling so relaxed. And so like I have lazy days where I do nothing, but I feel guilty because I feel lazy for doing nothing. And I want to say to you, don't. You've done your part. You've done your business. You've seen to everything and everybody else. Now is your time to relax and to literally do nothing. Okay, my sweetheart. So don't feel guilty for doing that. It's hard when you're used to giving everybody everything, but now it's time to give to yourself. If we gave to ourselves as much as we gave to everybody else, we would all probably be in a much happier place. And this is what I want to say to you. Don't feel guilty. Enjoy it. And it's not being selfish. It's rewarding yourself for everything that you've done and everything you've achieved. And now you can take a deep breath and say, you know what? Now is my time. Take them holidays, take them days away, take them day trips to the coast or into nature. I want to put you near the coast. I don't know if you live near the coast, near the sea, but I want to put you near the sea. I feel this is where I feel at my most relaxed and my most, I want to say, serene. It's almost like I go into a different world when I'm by the sea. I feel like I don't know how to just be mean. Okay. Yeah, we've all been there, my darling. We've all been there. And this is why you need this. You are from the coast. Oh, bless your heart. See, this is where I want to put you. I want to put you by the sea. I want to put you in that sun. So even if you go away for a long weekend or a week, or even just a day trip from sort of travel down early morning, get back late at night, and just take in the vibe of the sea and the ocean and the sand between your toes. This is where I feel most calm and most serene with yourself. And this would also be a good place for reflection. I want to say, do some meditation, and again, breathe out the day, breathe out everything that you've done for everybody else, and bring in some of that healing for yourself. And reflect on who you are and who you want to be. I'm Indigenous Australian, so my tribe are along the coast. Time to go back to your roots, my darling. This is where you feel, I feel like being near the sea and being near the coast would reground you and reset your boundaries and be able to remind yourself of who you are and where you're come from and where your roots are. And I feel this needs a reconnection, if you like. I feel like I'll say the Western world because it's the only way I know how to put it. But I feel like the modern life has kind of not made you forget who you are and where you come from or where your roots are, what your cultural roots are. But I almost feel like you've lost some of them traditions. And I feel you need to get back to them traditions in order to feel more like yourself again. Does that make sense? And I feel once you've done that, you'll be able to move forward again with a strong, it's about re-empowering yourself, giving yourself back that power, remembering who you are and where you're from, and remembering how strong your tribe is, your ancestry. I want to take you back to your ancestry. Okay? So I do feel you need to do that, my darling. So make sure you do. Take a trip. And don't feel guilty for doing it. You need to be reminded, and you need that healing, and you need that self-reflection. Okay, my sweetheart, once you've done that, you'll be able to move forward in the modern day with confidence and more respect for yourself. All right. I'm not saying that you don't respect yourself, but I do feel there's a lot of respect being lost for yourself with respect to where your roots are. All right, my darling. I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Hi, Joan. Tim. Let's come to you, my darling. Since you've been very vocal today on here, which I appreciate. Again, I appreciate everybody. Okay, Tim. Let's another drink. You okay there, Tim? All right, my darling. Let's see what we've got for you. As I tune into your energy, I'm feeling very cheeky and very mischievous with yourself. Oh, bless you. There's nothing wrong with that, my darling. We all need a little bit of a star in the dark at night to be able to see. And that's what I feel you are. I feel like you are a star that sits in the sky. And even in the darkest of days, you're the bright shining star that helps people navigate their way through the darkest times of their life. Does that make sense? Like I'm seeing a ship, and I'm seeing the sailor, and I'm seeing the old-fashioned way they used to use the stars as a way to navigate the stormy oceans. And I feel this is yourself. I don't know if you do counselling as a living, but I want to put you down as a counsellor or some sort of guidance. Sorry, my dog was making strange noises then. Yeah, some sort of guidance. Truly living and giving to all. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, that would make sense. Don't give me too much information then, my sweetheart. But yeah, I do feel a sense of mischief with you. I feel like you're a cheeky chappy, and I feel like you like playing tricks on people to make them laugh or to bring them out of a quagmire or whatever the case may be. I just feel that, especially where children are concerned, I feel like you're the kind of silly uncle that plays little jokes on the children, just for fun though, nothing, untoward or stuff that scare them, but things that make them go into belly laughs. Would that make sense, please? Again, I've got an itchy nose with yourself, so I do know that there's somebody around you or people around you that are trying to interfere in your business and trying to tell you how you should be or how you shouldn't be, how you should act. And I want to give you Peter Pan as well. Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up. So I don't know if Peter Pan is significant to you as in the film, or if this is just a way of spirit describing your character. But I definitely want to describe you as a Peter Pan. Now, I do feel... I get a sense of missing work. Does that make sense? I feel like I used to work quite a lot. I used to be quite busy. I want to be using my hands with yourself. But I do feel that I've had to give up work for various different reasons. And now I've kind of feel like I've lost a sense of purpose. I don't feel useful anymore. Does that make sense? There are days where I kind of enjoy pottering about and doing what I can and doing odd jobs around the house and around the garden. But there are also times where I wish I was working full time. Not bored as such, but just I want to feel useful. It muted itself. Right, okay. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. I think my computer muted itself. Don't know why. Oh, good now. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know. I would have carried on nattering away otherwise. Okay. Right, getting back to Tim. So what was I saying? Work, yes. I want to say, I don't know which bit you heard, Tim, but I said something about voluntary work, maybe doing some voluntary work until you can find an alternative, like just to make you feel like you've got a purpose, like you're useful, because I do feel it's about keeping my mind busy rather than my hands. So as long as I've got something to focus on. I lost it on Facebook as well. It was my computer. It muted itself. I do apologise. But yeah, I don't know if you can do that, Tim. Find something to refocus your mind on, just to give you that sense of purpose. And what I want to say to you is, everybody has a purpose, but you hide behind. I almost feel like you hide behind your sense of humour and your sense of positive. You try to be positive, but it hides a lot of feelings of lowness, I want to say. I don't want to put you down the depression route. I don't feel it's that bad. But I do feel that you hide a lot of your down days. Spirit did it, yeah, probably, Julie. I do feel like you hide a lot of your down days, Tim, behind your sense of humour, behind your positivity. But just remember, you're only human. You can only do so much. And let's kill the audio and watch Tim squirm. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. They wanted to see if he was going to be better. Either that or they got sick of me rabbiting on and talking rubbish. Not that I feel like I'm talking rubbish, not at all. But I do feel you need to stop hiding behind things, my darling. I do feel that you've got one or two people that's within your inner circle that you can talk to, that you can discuss your emotions to and feelings to. I won't go into it too much because I do know that you're a very private person and you like to keep your personal feelings to yourself, and this is a public platform, so I'm going to respect that you're a private person and not go into it too much. But all I want to say is stop hiding behind your humor, okay? Make sure you talk to people. Make sure you let people know that sometimes you need help as well. Okay, it's not a weakness to ask for help, and it's not a weakness to lean on somebody and have a good rant. All right, my darling. So the main message for you today is find something that you love doing, even if it's on a voluntary part-time basis, and stop hiding behind your humor and make sure that you talk to people and let your emotions out. All right, my sweetheart, thank you for working with me, and thank you everybody for your patience. I'm so sorry about that. December. I was getting a reading the other day and you lost signal. I was in the middle of a reading. Is there something important? I missed. I was getting something from my daughter. I don't think that was me, my darling. I don't remember giving you a reading. But then I don't remember my reading, so I couldn't tell you. Have a nice Mother's Day. A happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If it's Mother's Day in your area, have a lovely day, Namira. I hope you get spoiled. So that's my time up, people. Sorry again for the loss of audio. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. I really do appreciate your support, and I do know that Kelly appreciates your support for Prism of Light and the page as well. I will be on Universal Spiritualism on Tuesday at 7 p.m. So if you want the chance of a reading with myself then, please join me on then. Otherwise, I will see you on Prism of Light next Sunday, same time. God willing, and the bus is running. All right, my darlings, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend and have a fantastic week. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Stay safe. God bless.